In 2024, Chinese EV company BYD became the biggest electric car manufacturer in the world, defeating Tesla. If you are from the United States, chances are that you haven't seen one. But if you live in Europe, Australia, the Middle East, and the Southeast Asia, they are everywhere. Their electric shuttles, public transport buses, trucks, and taxis are cruising and taking over countless cities globally. Recently, their influence is expanding swiftly in Latin America as well, reshaping transportation in those regions. It's not a surprise when Warren Buffett himself chose to invest in them instead of Tesla way back in 2008.
Battery technology is a evolving and tough game, and my partner Charlie particularly thinks that we've got the right fellow to make the breakthroughs in that area.
Now, you might think that this sudden rise of BYD is because it's cheaper, more convenient, and look more awesome than Tesla. But that's not the truth. You see, the real reason is not the car, it's the batteries. BYD started its journey as a battery-making company, and still is to this day. They make batteries of all sorts. When it was founded in 1995, Wang Chuanfu, the founder of the company, had a grand vision to revolutionize its battery production in China, setting up shop in Shenzhen, often referred to as China's Silicon Valley. But it didn't just dive headfirst into EV batteries. Its initial product was rechargeable batteries meant for mobile phones. Later, they supplied batteries for laptops and various electronic devices. Their client list included major players like Motorola, Nokia, and Samsung. And by 2002, BYD had already claimed the title as the world's second largest producer of rechargeable batteries, boasting 25% in the market share. And this is exactly why BYD today is winning everywhere, because they followed one rule that never changed: make the hardest part yourself and become an expert at that, and then build vehicles around that company core. Also that same year, when the company went public on Hong Kong Stock Exchange, Wang seized an opportunity of a lifetime. He would purchase a struggling automobile company called Tinchuan. Investors were rattled and thought that Wang had lost his mind. Besides, share price also dropped as a result, but for Wang, it was a chance to expand his business and leverage his battery expertise, establishing an R&D center in Shanghai. He was so dedicated that he literally had his engineers dismantle a Mercedes S-Class so they could study it piece by piece. This moment set the foundation for BYD's early strategy: learn from the best, imitate intelligently, and then innovate. Reverse engineering allowed BYD to produce cars that looked premium but remained affordable. In the early years, many of BYD's models resembled Toyotas, but at better value than most Chinese competitors. By 2006, as China's economy boomed, domestic sales surged and BYD gained traction. At that time, the market was still dominated by gasoline vehicles. Wang's ambition, however, was clearly pointed toward electrification. The company's first electric model arrived in 2008. Coincidentally, the same year, Warren Buffett stepped into the picture. Berkshire Hathaway purchased 10% of BYD's publicly traded shares in Hong Kong, an investment championed by Berkshire's then vice chairman Charlie Munger. Buffett later said in a CNBC interview that Charlie called him and insisted, "We've got to buy BYD. This guy runs it better than Thomas Edison." Munger also described Wang as a combination of Edison and Jack Welch, a brilliant problem solver with strong managerial instincts. Their initial $232 million investment ballooned to roughly $7.4 billion by 2021, a staggering 3,000% gain. It showcased not just Berkshire's foresight, but also BYD's explosive ascent. By January 2024, BYD's market cap had reached $74.8 billion, making it one of the world's most valuable automotive companies. A major reason for BYD's strong momentum has been China's aggressive push into electric vehicles. As early as the 2000s, China began steering away from combustion engines and toward EV dominance. The government rolled out generous incentives, massive tax breaks, subsidies, reduced corporate tax rates for EV makers, and relaxed license plate restrictions. Between 2009 and 2022 alone, EV tax exemptions totaled nearly $30 billion, with another $97 billion planned through 2027. With demand rising and policy winds at his back, Wang, already experienced in battery production, is perfectly positioned to capitalize on this opportunity. However, attributing BYD's success solely to government support would overlook the company's genuine innovations. Perhaps the most significant of all is the BYD's Blade battery, a cobalt-free lithium lithium iron phosphate battery, praised for its safety, stability, and long life. BYD not only equips its vehicles with these batteries, but reportedly supplies them to other automakers, including Tesla. This technological edge is further strengthened by BYD's vertical integration. Unlike most automakers, BYD controls nearly its entire supply chain, from batteries and motors to chips and software. It manufactures 90% of the components in its flagship sedan, the Seal. By comparison, Tesla produces around 68% of the components for its Model Y. The company even operates its own semiconductor division. This became especially valuable during the global chip shortage that crippled many automakers. BYD continued rolling out vehicles with minimal disruption. Controlling so much of its supply chain allows the company to cut costs, maintain quality, and innovate faster than competitors. This cost advantage also fuels BYD's biggest strength: pricing. Consider the Tesla Model 3. Despite being marketed as a mass-market EV, it still starts at roughly $35,000 in the US. Meanwhile, BYD's Seagull begins at just about $10,000, less than a third of the price, while still offering a respectable range of 190 to 251 miles, depending on battery choice. And although some buyers might worry that such low-cost vehicles compromise on quality, reports from reviewers based in China suggest otherwise. Today's BYD models, especially the newer ones, are well engineered and vastly improved from the somewhat unattractive designs of a decade ago. Among BYD's lineup, the Seal stands out as a genuine challenger to the Tesla Model 3. It's sleek, quiet, quick, comfortable, and competitively priced. While Tesla still holds a significant global lead, the Seal offers a compelling package for first-time EV buyers. But still, BYD isn't flawless. Some criticism revolves around its heavy reliance on touchscreens, overly intrusive safety systems, and inconsistent warranty terms. These are refinements that may come down with time as BYD continues expanding globally. Challenges haven't been absent either. In 2022, BYD paused deliveries of one of its models in Australia due to a child seat safety compliance issue. Around the same time, Berkshire Hathaway began reducing its BYD stake after 14 years, selling more than 60% of its holdings. The motivations remain unclear, possibly geopolitical concerns or simple profit-taking. Meanwhile, Europe has launched an anti-subsidy investigation into Chinese EV manufacturers, including BYD, to assess whether punitive tariffs are necessary. The case is still ongoing. Even with these hurdles, BYD's momentum remains significant. Toyota sold only about 100,000 EVs last year. BYD sells that many in just roughly 3 weeks. The global EV market, which grew from virtually nothing to over 10 million cars on the road in a decade, is projected to reach 300 million by 2030. Chinese companies, led by BYD, are moving faster than their Western rivals. The EV landscape is evolving rapidly, and BYD has become one of its central players. So the question now is, would you consider buying a BYD? Are you cautious about Chinese-made cars, or do the price and features outweigh those concerns? Let me know your thought in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for our next interesting video coming soon. This is Rob, and you're watching Beyond Economy.